The matter of scheduled caste status has been again in the news, as recently some of the petition that had been filed to seek the stand of government on the deciding of this constitution order of 1950, that is specifically to list the scheduled caste in country. So apex court has asked the government to give their own stand and their decision and opinion towards this order. That has been the news. Before that, the utility of this particular topic is obviously in the GS paper, when one where the society, Indian society is one of the subtopic. At the same time, GS paper 2, polity and governance part, where that can be used in the mains exam. The challenging petition, that petitions argued for the inclusion of Dalit Christians and Muslims in the scheduled caste. So how this argument had got the limelight, as petition cited that even after conversion of members who were originally from SCs continued to face the experience the same social discipline. I'd like to quote the example in the Muslims. The sociologist or socialist, they claim that Muslims, the Muslim community having three strata. One is Ashraf, that Muslim community, that is Ashraf, then Azlaf, and there is Arjal, Jed or Arjal. So Ashraf referred as the elite Muslims. Mostly they are about the population of 15 to 20% of the entire Muslim population in our country. Then Azlaf is a middle class Muslim, and the Arjal are the marginalized. One of that example of Arjal is a Pasmanda, that Muslim community that is especially in the northern India, particularly in the state of UP. So Pasmanda has been in the news recently. So this is the strata, the stratification of the Muslim community in India. So that has been found no any political center stage in our country, so that this petition argued that cited that even after the conversion of various members, they still continue to face the same social disability. In the part of the casteism is, and at the same time that petition also argued that the casteism is not present in the Sikhism or Buddhism. Those are actually quoted with the SC status, and yet they are included. So that is one of the argument of this petition, and the caste-based discrimination continues to even after conversion, hence entitling these communities to SC status is one of the requirement or the need of the hour. They are urged as per the petition. But here we need to understand how this inclusion of SC status or any communities under the SC status under the 1950 order that came into being. When enacted the constitution order of 1950, that if it is the order, then obviously it is promulgated by the president or the executive order. If that is promulgated under the president order, then it is under the article 123. That is, we need to keep in our mind. And initially provided for the recognizing only Hindus as SCs, and to address social disabilities arising out of practice of the untouchability. So that was of the sociologists, their view that the untouchability issue of untouchability has been prevalent across the Hindu communities only. So that's why they were the part of this SC status. But later when in the independent India, that some at least twice that amended this particular 1950 order. So twice they have amended. So what were the amendment and some new inclusions? The first time in the 1956 to include the converted Sikhism, and the second time that that is under the Kaka Kelkar Committee's report of the 1955. Based on this report, they included the Sikhism under the SC community. And the second time in the 1990, where Dalit status were expanded for the Buddhism as well. So sorry, Buddhist communities as well, those are converted to the Buddhism. So that is based on that particular amendment, based on the high power panel of 1983 on scheduled caste, ST and minorities. That particular panel recommended the inclusion of Buddhist people, particularly those are converted from the earlier Dalit communities, to be remained as a SC status, to accord that as well. So in the year 2019, Union government of the view that they still not find any relevance or any strong argument or a strong basis to include the Christians and converted Dalit Christians in the SC. In the year 2019, they rejected outrightly the possibility of inclusion of Dalit Christians, but the rooting the inclusion exclusion, why the government of that particular stand is because of this particular imperial order of 1936. So this is very important landmark, the law during the British rule India. In that colonial government, they made first classified list of depressed classes. So they made a depressed class list, and specifically they excluded the Indian Christians from it. So at that point of time, in that era, obviously the Christians probably had been of the elite families. So or maybe that is one of the thing, because no any explicit surveys or elaborate surveys had been done. So they just put the Christians in the elite section of the community in the India, but later on that is also especially put out of the list of, that's why they put out of the list of the depressed classes. The Office of Registrar General of India, the one of the key authority to undertake the census in the India, they also, that particular authority also opined that communities suffering from social disabilities arising out of the practice of untouchability, which is noted was prevalent in the Hindu and Sikh communities only. So that was the view of the Registrar General of India, and obviously that means they are of the view that Christians are still not to give that particular status. So what are the constitutional provisions, we all know, but here to just to revisit these articles, those are important, and possibly they may be in the exams that can be also asked. So Article 15(4), under which know that a special provision for the advancement of these SC population people. Article 16(4)(a), that is the reservation in the matter of promotion of any class. So this is something we know that how government, in the government jobs and in the admission in the public institutions, there are the scheme or a mechanism of reservation is there. Thereafter, the Article 17 that abolishes the untouchability, and Article 46, the state to promote the care and education and economic interest of the weaker section of the people, including SC/STs. Article 335, that is to claim the members of SC/STs appointment in the services and posts in the union or the state governments. Article 330, that is for the reservation of seats in the favor of SC and STs in the House of People. And Article 332, that is for the reservation of seats in the state legislatures. So these are the key provisions, and the last but not the least, the in under that part 9, we that is specifically for the panchayat, provision for the panchayats, and article that is 9 sorry part 9A, that is for the municipalities where seats are especially reserved for the SC and ST. So these are the some constitutional provisions, and which is to uplift the issues or the social disabilities those are found in the Indian society across particular these ST communities, and that is to be erased out, that is to be uprooted, so that we can achieve the India as a developed or the country where everybody having the equal access of the resources as well as the opportunities. With this, I thank you all. Thank you.